Main story time again. Okay, so I think we've got to go. Well, we'll find out where we've got to go when we get to the fast travel point. We've got to go and see Constantin, so he's going to be at the embassy. Did they call it the embassy? Or the governor's mansion? That's what they'll call it, won't they? Or governor? We still haven't found a cure for the Malachor. But we've got a few witch doctors working on the case. So unless they've come up with something in my absence, then I think he's still going to be a bit ropey. He was looking a bit ropey last time we saw him. Maybe he'll be dead. Then again, if Constantin does die, I wonder who takes his throne. Or takes his place. So, because as far as I know, I'm his right-hand man. Oh, there's something definitely going on here. He's not even there.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on? This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here?
I think the sound of an avalanche might be the summoning of a Nadaig, one of the beasts.
Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors.
I think it was intelligent, because if he went and died, then nobody would know, and everyone would guarantee death.
My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry, sir, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Grand expedition. On the High King's Trail. Now, is that the only quest we've got? I think it is, you know. No. Question the clan leaders and find Constantin and his escort's camp. Now, one thing I do want to do is... Oh, where's all me followers gone? Oh, they've been waiting outside.
Karantz, could you help me
Karantz.
once more?
What is it?
I must prepare the ritual for our mother's funeral, and I think that I will need your help.
But your sister will be there. Surely you'd rather be together.
For the ritual, yes, it will only be the two of us. But before that, your support would be a great help. Will you come with me?
Right, not yet.
Alas, I have other urgent tasks I must take care of before...
I understand. Anything else?
I must leave you.
What about my mate? Are you alright, Kurt?
Greenblood, my friend. Glad to see you. I'd like to talk to you about something.
I'm listening.
Remember that note we found in Rolf's office?
Of course. The one that said the recruits had been sent to different governors.
Yes. It was signed with a name I'm familiar with. Herman. Somebody I'd hoped never to cross paths with again. He was the one who founded the camp we closed. And believe me, he has done an incredible amount of damage to the Guard. I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he's done. I know that he's in San Mateus.
Ooh, okay. What I'm going to do is...
Another time.
I want to
Anything
put
else?
these quests off
I must leave you.
until later. And I'll make another full episode on people's side quests. But for now, we've got missions to do. I think what I want to do first is, as a case of urgency, is I want to search for Constantin. I want to go to the escorts camp. Now, where is that? I suppose we'll go to a fast travel point and find out. Yeah, because if we can find him, or at least a clue, then we can go and speak to the leaders, Donegads of the camps, with our newly found knowledge. Ah, his camp was in Magazva. I wonder if Constantin's been manipulated. Maybe he was given potions that made him susceptible to influence, if that makes sense. But why would the Donegad use him? Beasts. It's a whop and I missed. I missed. Anyways, I want to do something. I don't want to be travelling at night. I want to wait till daytime. I think that's a good plan. Oh, is it actually already daytime now? Rest until dawn, 1 minute's time. It's already daytime. I'm good, homie. Right, let's go. How far is it? Oh, it's only 49 meters away.
This is the camp that Constantin's escort must have established.
It wasn't a landslide that did this, but combat. A deadly one. I sure hope our little governor has escaped the carnage.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here.
Okay.
The tents were lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts?
Ah, there's a dead bloke in that tent. He's not looking the best. All the weapons are gone.
Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantin or Catasac's presence here. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Is that it? That must be it. I'm sure I could have swore there was another thing to have a look at. Well, the tracks definitely lead down here. There's one dead body.
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants.
Oh, we've got a big door. I think this is the door. This is the door that I found way, way back and couldn't do anything with it.
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Catasac and Constantin were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Catasac wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Catasac have found a better means to alleviate Constantin's symptoms?
I wonder if he was going to make him a... like a... what am I called? Like, not a Donegad, but with that thing on my face. Then again, I don't think you can make someone that. You've got to be born into it. What's this? Can I select it?
A crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures.
A Manawi, that's the word I was looking for.
The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantin nor Catasac are among them. Constantin and Catasac must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight. But a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Okay then, let's go. So maybe they never got a chance to get into there.
More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way.
Oh, it's on fire.
Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
I can hear a beast. Oh, they're regular beasts. They wouldn't have set fire to trees though.
More signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
Oh, she took it down herself.
These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again? Or something else?
I'm dying to find out what it is. I hope it's a boss. I hope it's the biggest boss we've ever seen. I'm ready for a challenging fight.
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here.
Well, they're
They were
all
not
my
only the
soldiers.
corpses of our own men.
Exactly.
Where could these other soldiers have come from?
These are coin guard. But I couldn't tell you if they served the Bridge Alliance or Teleme.
Coin guard. Fucking useless, aren't they?
More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
Follow the trails of combat. They're going this way.
Footprints. Only a handful made it up to here. The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantin or Catasach.
There's a big beast. It's a whopper. Well, that's a whopper. That big white one's a whopper. Oh, kick to the chest.
And these rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here?
It was a ambush.
These vials look familiar. Catasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up.
Pick them up then.
I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantin, what have you gotten yourself into again?
Right, where would the path even lead? Oh, there's a body here.
I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. Very well, let's sum things up. Constantin and Catasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Catasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantin captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Catasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
I doubt that the Alliance would have decided to openly attack their ally. Don't forget that they owe their continued presence on the island to you.
And thanks to you, I know. But their men were there, on the cliff. And Constantin is no longer among us. Maybe those men are still loyal to the preceding commander. However, one way or another, Constantin is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Right then. Wen Xavier. Where else could we possibly go? The Alliance's outpost or Wen Xavier? I think I want to go to Wen Xavier first. Right, let's go. Closest place. Oh, that's the Alliance. Right, I know where we are. This was blocked off ages ago. This is actually where I found the armor that I'm wearing and one of the swords that I use. But I want to go and visit this first because it's in the same map. Come on. Let's backtrack this way. So just keep heading left. Yeah, so I was right that is an outpost of one of the factions. But by the looks of things, it's going to be friendly. I thought it was going to be a hostile linear mission, but it doesn't look as if I was right. I don't really know what to make of it. I couldn't say exactly what I think's happened, but I think what my guy thinks that happened could be right. The healer guy could have used Constantin as leverage to get what he wants. Yeah, I found my armor up there on that scaffolding. It served me very well. But then again, if this is the Bridge Alliance, I don't like the Bridge Alliance. I think they are pretty scumbags. And they do everything that's entirely in their own interests. Aside from Alba, who joined us as a companion, I think she's pretty level-headed. But the Alliance as a whole is, they're not my type of peoples.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
De Sardet. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the clifftop?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
He definitely is. I'm going to insist I'm not giving him gold. Or speak.
I am convinced that you are hiding something from me, Captain. I will return.
And my answers will not change. Anything else?
Cocksucker.
I know you haven't told... I understand what you're feeling. The pain of seeing your men fall one after the other. The feeling of being abandoned by your leaders. The anger. But if you know anything, speak. My cousin is not one of them.
I don't know what to tell you, Excellency. I haven't stepped a foot outside camp.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to do gold.
I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve all of your problems. But what would you say if I took care of that one, at least?
A little gold would certainly improve the morale of my men. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
That's it, you fairy. Let's go to the survivor.
Concerning the young man that survived.
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? I thought that your cousin's life hung. This boy will not survive. Anything else?
Right, go, let's go and see him.
I would very...
Where's this boy? Yeah, we better be quick, because if he dies, we'll never know what happens.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary!
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I've got one, haven't I?
Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
I'm sure I've already got one. Ah, don't. Right, well, I might have the ingredients. And there was a craft station down here, I noticed it. Whether I can make that potion or not, an entirely different matter. Science level 1. And some bloody berries that I don't have. Right, where's my science armor? Nightshade berries. Where the hell are them? I've never found a single nightshade berry in all of this land. Is there not a merchant round here? Ah, oh no, that's a crafting table. Give us these. Right, no idea where these berries are going to be. Shit. Right, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to fast travel to one of the main towns. So I can find an alchemist and buy some nightshade berries. That's if they stock them. Nightshade berries. Never ever come across a single one in my entire playthrough. Otherwise it would be in my inventory. Hold on. These berries were picked from a nightshade bush. They're found here. Blackberries on a tree. They've got to be in this region. Come on, baby. I cannot bloody see any around here. Maybe it'll be in this little forest. Come on, nightshade berries. Can I be that bloody rare? Well, that's that room. I keep thinking those trees look exactly the same as what we're looking for, but we're not having any luck whatsoever here. I bet there's like one in the entire region. Man, there's some bullshit. Is there anything worse than a quest like this? I don't think there is. Oh, is that one there? Hawthorn? Dog shit? Hold on. Have I not already got some? What they're called? Nightshade berries. I've got some there. I've got 34. I'm taking them all. Right, now wait there. Travel. Done. Job's a gun. I should have done that in the first place. I don't know why I didn't check my chest in the first place. I think it's because I presumed I'd never ever found any. But I remembered earlier on in the game, I did store a lot of my inventory into that chest. But I've never been back since. Like, this kid better not have died in my hour of ineptness. Done. Done and done.
Were you able to concoct the potion against burns?
Yes, I was. Might we administer it?
Give it to me. I'll take care of this. There. We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
Okay, well that's good. Because in the meantime... Well, saying that, in the meantime, I might just go to the camp and sleep. Get this over and done with before we go and speak to the leaders of the tribes. It'd be nice if this had a Skyrim wait feature, where you could just stand on one spot and wait for however long you want. It would make these little backwards and forwards trips less annoying. How long is left? Oh no, that's done. 9 hours 45 minutes. Yeah, I always get caught on them little tree stumps. It's like you cannot navigate over the top of them. No. Lifting my foot 1 inch from the ground is far too tiresome. They better be grateful that we've saved their soldier.
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me? The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Constantin Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals that seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man.
Really?
There's practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
Rebels? Oh, good we didn't need to question the Wenchevy anyway, it's good. That saved us a bit of running around. So, a big tribesman. Maybe he coordinated the attack.
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes. I was able to question your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency.
Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Right. Dead man's voice. Come on then. Question Darren. Who's he like? Who's he when he's at home? We'll head to the camp. and see whereabouts that's located. Although it says in this map. Ah, over there. Did Gedensen camp? I'm sure that's one of the islanders. Darren. That's right. It's a woman as well. I remember who it is. She's called Darren. That's not how you pronounce it. But she's got a man's name. I remember taking the piss out of it earlier on the playthrough. She can't be in on it, can she? Maybe she can. You know what the motto is? The motto that everybody should live by? Trust no one. Always be wary, and you'll never see yourself, or very rarely see yourself put in a predicament that you didn't predict. Right, let's get down. Oh, I remember this camp. It's awkward as out to navigate. There's like set paths to get you up and down places. It's a whopper! Right, where's the way in? Oh, they're letting us in. Yo, this is the camp, isn't it? Yeah, this is the camp where we did rescue those guys from. So they think these people are involved.
Hello.
Renaigse, there you are again. What do you want?
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield. I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not here to harm you. I only seek to find the man I consider to be my brother, as well as the man who is protecting him. Katisach, one of your greatest Donegada.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach.
If you didn't attack him, you must know what happened to them. I was told that an islander took my cousin away. Perhaps your men were there to aid them.
We do not have your cousin, and we do not know what happened to him. As for Katasach, and the worst, Tire, he died from his wounds. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasach had returned to the wind when we arrived there, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantin. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body. To understand.
You may see him. But if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
I'd like to see you try. I very much doubt you could do anything to me. I'd parry your punk ass. Right, let's go. If I'm honest, I don't trust these. They're definitely withholding information. Of course a native would attack another native. We've seen it happen in the past. These tribes fight each other all the time.
Katisak. Seeing the state of his body. I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Denegad. To have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do.
Oh, look.
Now then. Let's see what story this corpse has to tell.
I think I'm bleeding inside my chest. Damn, that's a candy crater on the heart. I want to use intuition.
The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or a musket shot. The major wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the degree that the skin was torn. The ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katisak bore the brunt of this attack or incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that could have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous, burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest. And seeing as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of a similar nature, we can deduce that we're on the tracks of a man, or a creature, capable of using molten rock as a weapon.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this. It is not their way.
What if it's a demon that was summoning?
Hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katisak. The power to call volcano fires could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want. Judging by the severity of these wounds, I fear the worst for Constantin.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned or angered by what happened to Katisak?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair? What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Donegad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantin.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach.
Yeah.
It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadachtas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Shit. The last time we spoke to the Tiernahach Kadachtas, she got shot, can you remember? When we followed her through the cavern, she was running away. And one of the Bridge Alliance shot her, and then we executed him on the spot. That was a good time. Those were good times. Okay then. My theory on what's happening is you've got the Nadaig, which are the guardians of the island, but all through this journey, we've been hearing of a demon that rages from the volcano. I think someone has raised that demon, and that's what's been set upon this land. Okay, let's go here. And we've got to get her to help us, even though she's probably not at her full strength. If there are creatures that are larger than the bosses that we've been fighting, I wonder how we're going to fight them. Because can you just imagine having like a beast the size of a mountain and us trying to parry its fist? We'll just get crushed. I'm like one enemy away from leveling up. Let's see if we can convince her to do it. This could possibly kill her. Imagine if we are responsible for killing the greatest healer of the lands. It's not a good look to have. Can I save the game?
Hello,
Osha's alright.
Renoixe, why have you come here again?
I've come to ask you for help.
My help? You still seek the remedy for the sickness on your island? Or are you looking for something else?
My cousin has been taken, and I've been told that you could help me.
Truly? And in what way?
By performing the Anatalis fair on the body of Katasach, the Donegad.
Katasach is dead. Under Voshtire. This is a great tragedy. He was a good man. Perhaps the best of us all. How did this happen?
He went with my cousin to a sacred site when they were attacked. My cousin has disappeared, taken, according to a witness. And Katasach suffered terrible wounds. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been struck by molten rock.
Fire of the earth. Only the Nadaig Manemen have the power to wield it. But none of our own would have attacked Katasach.
This is why we need your help. We want to understand and to find who's responsible.
And you will avenge the dead as you have avenged my wound in the past.
Exactly.
Very well, Renoixe. I will help you. And I also wish to gain understanding. Our island wails in suffering. Many Sinol Menawi have died. The Anatalas fair may kill me, but at least I will know. You will need to act as my Voglendaig, and bring to me the necessary ingredients while I prepare.
What do you require?
A potion. And listen and remember, or write in your language what I shall tell you. Do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken from a place near the battlefield, because they contain the flesh of those who fell. As for the personal object of Katasach, find his weapon, because it knew his fury and his despair.
He didn't have a weapon when I found his body. I'll search the battlefield.
Where can I find him?
In Duren's camp. She recovered him after the battle.
Very well. Not far from there is a sacred circle. You'll find me there when you have united all that I need. Then we can perform the ritual when the moon is high.
Job's a good one. Leave with her and go to the ritual site. I'll make sure she's safe.
In that case, let's go together to the ritual site. The place of the attack is not far from Duren's camp.
Very well. I'll follow you.
And I think all the things we need will probably be in this area. Hopefully they're marked on the map. First I'll hit up a crafting bench to see if I can craft this potion already. Although I doubt it. So where are we? Oh, we're just there. Oh, I remember finding this. This was that little glade that looked cool. Right. The battlefield. There it is. I need to get to the fast travel point, which is just up here. Then again, if I'm going up here, do I need to... Yeah, I do need to fast travel. The diplomat. Hey, I've been medicine man this episode, haven't I? Call me the potion master. Right, now where do we want to go? I think it's called the... Camp of the Stone Ark. No, the Alliance Outpost Camp is the one I want to go to. I think it's easier for me to find out where I'm going here. I just need to go up this mountain and then head right. I'm not fighting these guys, even though I'll probably level up. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get up here, am I? Shit. I thought because I was in combat it didn't let you do any actions, but they forgot about me. Yeah, so I've just got to keep hanging right until I find this battleground. Oh shit. That didn't go to plan. Whopper! There's me level up, baby.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
She's getting absolutely battered. Right, give me this.
I recognize this weapon. It's Catasac's, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev.
Now where's the... Scavenger Viscera? Got it. Gotta get 3 of them. Done. Oh, what's this? Craft a potion for the ritual. Ah, look. This one. I wonder why we can craft 2. There we go. Done. Now we need to travel. Do we? What? Oh, it just means put you at the bench. Okay then. Hopefully I don't need science. Haven't I already done that? No. Right, okay, I need science gear. Isn't it strange that you need at least 1 point in the science to complete a story quest? I suppose it's quite good though. Boosh. Done. Job is a good one. Now let's go and see this ritual. What's the fastest way there? Oh, actually, from where we are now. Head down the mountain. Meet with her at midnight. Right, I'm glad I saw that there. I think we're going to see something horrific here. Or something scary. I hope it's both. I hope it's both horrific and scary. Yeah, because what I think would have happened is, if we weren't on good terms with this woman that's going to do the ritual for us, we would have probably had to have gotten the Dalme to do the ritual, and that's why we could craft 2 different potions if we needed to.
Were you able to find the elements I need for the ritual?
Yes. Here is what you asked me to bring.
This is good. The moon is high. We may start. Take your place. Katasach, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, olehana memen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grenfem, linqui damda renaute da hodos. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam. De taragam buledam. De tatamenam reloidan. De talamen kantebedam en antelam verfrakt tangom.
Katasach! Help me! Please!
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster? Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you. You never should have done that, Katasach. To save one, Renaikse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on!
Vinbar.
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar. The High King.
Shit.
We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantin? Have you seen a young blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantin, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice.
Do you know where to look for him? Vinbar has been missing for moons.
The kings and queens could tell me when they saw him for the last time.
Then you must earn their trust. Arm yourself with patience and courage on Olmenawi. Your journey is still long.
Thank you, Mev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasach. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that cannot be fixed.
Farewell, Lev.
Hey, she did well. And she's just going to sit here and rest. Vinbar. I can't wait to fight him. I hope it is epic. I'm dying to slit his throat for what he has done. Right. Well, that's a perfect place to save the game. And next episode, find the trail of the High King Vinbar. So where does that say it is? Is it on this map? It doesn't say, does it? We can still... Can we still question the other clan leaders? Oh no, that's for that mission. I can't see it on the map, like. Unless we can't do it yet. Nah. Maybe we need to complete other missions before the... Yeah, we might have to complete the other story mission before that becomes available to find Vinbar. Okay, well anyways, next episode I'm going to take a slight detour. And I'm going to do some side quests. I want to do Siora's side quest. I want to do Kurt's quest. And then I want to check on my other companions to see if they've got anything that they want me to do as well. Okay lads, hope you enjoyed the episode. It's been an awesome one for progressing the story. And things are looking pretty grim. See you in the next one, lads.